Yeah. We right here, man.
Back
We
at
already
it.
been back at it. You already know what it is. It's a Cypha podcast show. I'm your boy Screech Dinero,
Jay Swinn
and we
definitely in the building.
in the building. You already
Hmm
know you're gonna catch us every trip.
You know it.
We just gonna talk about some real shit. I don't know what we gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about something.
First, we're gonna talk about that car you got sitting outside, man. What's up with that?
Hey, V Dub took a shit. You know, man, that motherfucker, bro, left me on the road. They started doing. People thought I had a 007 type of whip and shit. You know, the smoke
All
screen.
that white smoke,
Yeah,
yeah.
hell yeah. I was like, gosh, man. But hey, she did her due. I mean, she still run. She just Smokey Robinson right now. Park. If I turn her on, she just Smokey.
Hey, new life, new year, new whip.
Yeah,
Next chapter.
and a podcast show popping.
And
So
the
you already know,
podcast.
man.
Yeah.
Shit.
2024.
Hey,
Hmm
went from recording to podcasting. We still recording. You know, we still got music to do. So that's part of our agenda, our job as an A&R.
We're definitely gonna get this up and going.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
but this is what we're doing. We just taking little. Well, apart. Just I had to slow back down on the recording
Hmm
to really get this part of what I wanted to do, in progress.
So, do you got a plan for the podcast already, or is it?
Yeah, man, that's everything we doing right now, man. We gonna be out interviewing. We're gonna be out,
Okay.
getting the who's hot, who's not
Oh, okay.
ciphers. We could get the ciphers popping.
Oh yeah, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot
See,
going on too within our area between here, Cleveland.
oh yeah,
It's a lot going on.
yeah,
Hmm
very. And there's a lot of talent out here.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. It's still stuck in the box, but we gonna get that. We gonna get that shit out of them because most of them ain't never did an interview, ain't never been on a podcast or been on a radio. We got
Man.
access to all that, but it's got to be right. You can't just say, "Well, I got a hot single," which
Mm-mm.
is garbage, because
Mm-mm.
we got like a little office full of people that listen to music before we even hand it out,
Right.
and that's the process of the A&Rs and stuff. We go through and we look at well, not look, but listen to different artists that submitted their music, and we go from what I'm saying, the typical who can make it, like the next levels of DJs. Like, when the DJs listen to music, they'll be like, man, that ain't it. It ain't mixing to what, when, and where, what we wanted to do. But we're gonna do all type of shit, man. That's gonna get that I'm gonna push regardless,
So
either
so it's
they
like a
with it
little
or
one
not.
stop shop type thing, huh?
Yeah,
Every
it it
every branch.
it is basically because not only am I an A&R for Rival Records,
Mm-hmm.
I am an engineer and producer for Cypha Studios, which is my brand.
Right.
But I also got a job to fulfill as an A&R for a major label, and with the artists they have there, I gotta make whatever I'm doing. I gotta make sure that I include everything that I'm doing with that part too, with my part.
So how is it? Let me ask you, how hard is it to try to balance all this stuff in a day, man? Or not even in a day.
Nah,
How,
you
how
ain't
do
got a
you
day.
prioritize things? The
Uh,
life of Screech Dinero, you know what I'm saying? Like,
shit.
with so much you got going on, man, you're involved in a little bit of everything.
Yeah, well, I take it you gotta have a calendar. If you ain't marking stuff down, you really will forget. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of shit I forget, so I had to put it in my calendar because some people got a calendar, a little notebook or a
Mm-hmm.
little
Mm-hmm.
conference book, as I call it. They put their little conferences and their little meetings and their little
Right, right.
numbers. Well, I ain't got that because I'm sloppy. So I get to a point where I start smoking, and then I get too into the music. I forget what the fuck I was supposed to do. So now I get alarms from my shit. My shit, you got a meeting, boom.
That's what's up
You
too.
got a conference call, boom.
I was about to
You
say you
got a
could
radio
always
interview, boom.
could put it on a spreadsheet. Just
Yeah,
set it right there, right.
yeah. When I don't,
It's still
most
too
of the,
much though, huh?
most of the time I'm not really down here. I'm on my phone,
That's true. You're
so
always
I'd
in
rather
there.
have everything in my face,
Mm-hmm.
so I won't forget. You know how it is, man. Going to the going to meetings than the days that I get to go to the games. I would enjoy that shit.
Yeah. So it
But
makes
yeah,
sense. Remember like when we was going meeting with Scotty a lot. You know what I mean? He had certain days like Monday was media day,
oh yeah.
Tuesday
Well,
was
see,
recording, Wednesday was listening to music, Thursday was meetings.
see,
It
that's
all makes
that's
sense now.
that's the boss. Yeah, because the boss got a lot of stuff to.
Hmm.
It takes. It's just like when you run in a company. You know what I'm saying? Like a recording with music, you got your artists. So you got to balance the artists of who's gonna be ahead, whose project is ready, whose project ain't, who's gonna go next after the first artist. You know, there's a lot of
Speaking of that, let me ask you, as being an A&R, how would you look at a project if myself, just I use myself and say Dame Lillard had a project, we both got projects ready. Are
mhm,
you more focused on who do you think is hotter,
no,
or is it more focused on who was done first? Like, what makes
no.
you,
It's who
as an
got.
A&R, is,
See, what I look for me
mm-hmm,
is I look for the consistency of the records.
mm,
So if you got a story to tell, you listen to all the great albums
mm-hmm,
and you see it got a consistency flow with it.
right,
It's one track a lead into the next, the next a lead into the next, the next to the lead into the next. So it's a
absolutely,
story to tell. A lot of albums, underground, indie, don't have it because they're too focused on, you know, what what the drill's doing or what the and if you ain't true to yourself and you're true to your craft, you're gonna be stuck following the whole trend and never get nowhere
right.
because it's just a waste of time. You could be creative enough where you could be different, and there's so much music to be heard that you might just fall into the right one.
So as an artist, you're looking more for longevity.
Yeah,
Mm. I mean, as not as an artist. I'm sorry, as an A&R.
as A&R,
You're
yeah.
looking for somebody that's got a project that's really going.
Well, that goes with the artist too, because if you know how to, conduct your music and know how
Mm-hmm.
to put a story together into your music from 1 to 8 or
Yeah.
1 to 12, you could really have something that'll be listened to for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just have that skip, skip, the boom, boom, that's a couple plays to it dies out, then the next
I
thing,
always
next
tell
hottest
people
thing
too, man,
goes.
if you don't have a bag behind you right away, you
No,
want to have something that's gonna last.
yes,
You got to put something together that's going to make sense. I mean, if you got 1 out of 15 tracks is worth anything, that's it's not good odds to be successful.
no,
Hmm.
no, and that's where a lot of artists that don't have the funds, they do all the don'ts
Right.
and they set them back
Mm-hmm.
instead of listening to somebody that already been there or knows what to take without spending and utilizing your funds the right way
Right.
and to get more out of what you're doing. They want to do it the back way, so they'll spend more, and then they be like, "Dang,
What do you
I
think?
just I just lost X amount of dollars and still at the same spot,
What do you think about videos nowadays?
dead."
Thank you. It's all about content.
That and if you do not have a fan base, who's gonna watch your videos?
So when a lot of these artists start dropping these singles and dropping videos with them, it really makes no sense if they're not making no noise, right?
Exactly.
It's funny. I'm asking you these rhetorical questions because I pretty much know the answers already, but this is for other people to hear. This
Exactly.
is the
This is
wisdom
what
that,
this is what we're doing it for,
yeah,
so people can really listen. Like we ain't just been in this game for 20 plus years
right, and learn nothing.
and learn nothing.
Hmm.
You know, from being interns to for majors to
Yeah,
working for majors, it's a whole different because you see behind the scenes of what really goes on. It's not easy as people think. It's a
no,
day-to-day grind. You need to put in 150+% into what you're doing as an artist.
I was talking to a guy. That's why I'm asking. I was talking to an artist, and he's still swearing up and down. You need a video for every track,
No,
and I'm trying to tell you. I said, I mean, I was trying to
unless you
tell
got a
him
unless you got a major buzz, or less not a major, but you're
consistent buzz to where you're dropping and you're getting 10, 15, 20,000.
and but your
Solid.
subscribers got to be
I
high.
was just
You
about to
got to
say, yeah,
really push. It ain't
the
you
whole
can't.
package.
Yeah, you just can't have
Well,
1,000 subscribers and think that you're gonna get
look,
monetized.
let's back up a little bit. What is buzz? Because that's the misconception.
Buzz,
Yeah, what is buzz?
buzz is something that you really got to work for because people think that you got your 4 or 5 friends that you're the hottest in the city, and it's really not that.
Mm-mm.
Because if you're looking for local fame,
Mm-hmm.
then you can stay in your box because and most people don't even they try so hard in their city that they ain't even getting accepted in their city.
Man,
So
people don't realize the greats like Tupac left New York.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He's from New York. Or really, he's from Maryland, I believe, Baltimore, Maryland. But
yeah.
he ended up leaving, though. The point is, he still is one of the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta leave.
For sure, you get way more appreciated, man.
Yes.
I've never been to a show out of town that I didn't get 150,000% love
You know,
being promoted. You know that I was coming. Never.
and see there's differences of shows that people come see
Hmm.
and shows that artists see.
That's true
And
too.
what I'm saying about that is that a you can't throw a show with artists that's in your, artists watching other artists. It's
Right.
over with because once I perform, if 15 people came with me, 15 people was leaving with me.
Right.
So the next person ain't gonna really see.
Yeah,
You
it's
know
almost
what I'm
like wasting your
saying?
time.
Exactly.
And you know what, man? At the end of the day, man, I respect. And like I said, this is not a knock on nobody because I understand every element of the game is trying to get paid.
Yes.
But we're talking really trying to build organically. We're really talking from the industry out.
Yeah.
So keep in mind of that while we're talking here. You know, we're not knocking nobody's hustle or
No.
nothing.
No.
but
No. 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 No.
but at the end of the day, like you said, man, you really gotta focus on your numbers.
Your
You
numbers.
know, your social media platforms, your
Yes.
digital platforms.
And first, with your social media, you gotta have everything the same.
Mm-hmm.
So if my artist name is Screech Dinero, then I gotta make sure my YouTube channel is Screech Dinero, my IG is Screech Dinero, my TikTok, Snapchat,
Mm-hmm.
everything is the same because ain't nobody gonna know who Juan Julio is. You know what I'm saying? If your name is
Screech Dinero.
exactly, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So
And then not only that, you really got to dedicate yourself to your music. I
yeah,
mean, if people don't know,
who you are, you gotta
or,
make
or
them. See, this is where a
yeah,
lot of this. Look, let me bring this in.
talk to them.
The Facebooks, the TikToks of people trying to get famous off of that. That's just dead, man. You're like one in a trillion in a
Mm-hmm.
haystack, bro. You're. It's gonna be hard for you to stand out. The one thing I'll be liking is that there's certain artists, and I know a couple of them that's still in the city that does this. They'll package their CDs with great artwork, does it right, packaging,
Mm-hmm.
and face to face.
Absolutely.
That's the best market because now you get to talk to the people, even if they don't buy it, give it to them.
Right.
They might end up liking it because all your social media is on there. So now if they go and listen, you know what I'm saying, or even their sons are like, oh, okay, well, I didn't, my son might like it here, and you don't even listen to it and throw it on a counter, your kid might like it. So now you just gained a fan, a younger fan instead of an older fan. But at the end of the day, face to face
Face to
on the
face is so
music
much better anyway, man. You know, that's how we came up. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
I was talking to again. You know, I talk to a lot of artists. I try to I help a lot of people. I ain't gonna even lie. I give a lot of game. You know, as much as I possibly can to those who want to receive it, man. But
yeah. But a lot of it goes into one ear.
and not the other. Because social media is a beautiful thing, but it's also not.
Yeah.
It is because you can reach so many people from one place.
But if you mass tag and mass appeal everything,
Or
you could lose a lot
even
too.
before you get to that point, if you don't promote yourself,
Yeah,
you still got to present yourself.
one way or another.
Presentation is everything still. So don't.
Everything. Why you think the majors staying for a long time? Because everything that they do is supposed to be 150% their best.
Mm-hmm.
Their marketing is got to be on top. So won't you think like since you're not signed, you're your own CEO, you're your own COO. you are your own record label, you could do that type of shit.
You can. And you know what? I'm gonna throw this out here too. While we're talking about it, the industry is still signing content deals,
Yeah,
catalog deals,
yeah,
publishing deals.
yeah.
You don't have to have a record deal to
No.
make money or become a star. You don't. But people don't even understand that. You know, you can get a single deal through, say, an Empire, and they could blow you up.
But first of all, if they don't got their paperwork, they
Oh,
BMI or
yeah,
ASCAPs,
man.
and they stuff, registered, and
Yeah, the business is
if you ain't got all that, you just basically doing it for your friends.
90%
Unless
business,
you're really doing it, and then you find a manager that knows what he's doing,
10%
that sets
talent.
you up. You're
Yeah.
gonna get a 10 to 20%, depending on what happens. Let's say you're indie, he sets you off at 10%. He gets you that major, now it's going up to 20%. But he did all the work for you to get there
And not
because
only
he
that,
knows the business. If you don't know none of that shit and don't have your paperwork done, you're basically,
you
on
know,
an island by yourself trying to get
and it's shrewd.
to the city.
A lot of people don't understand management. I mean, we could go on for days and days because you're saying all
But
the key
that's
words.
that's why we doing this here.
I
to
mean,
school some of them.
management is a service for hire. You're hiring someone to advance your career.
Exactly.
That's what you're doing. So when you trust that someone that you're hiring can see your vision and is going to do what they say they're going to do, make sure that you're doing it the right way because
right
people
way.
don't get it. If I fire Screech Dinero as my manager, he still gets paid off my project.
Yes.
If I pick up a new manager, that means two people get paid off my project.
So now that's 40%. Well,
Gone.
you might have under your contract, if I get dismissed, then it drops down to X amount of percent. But I still get paid
You still get-
because
but
I
it-
put that work
Exactly.
for you.
You got it together. So people don't understand like everything has to make sense.
Has to.
So I used to tell artists like what I always done was put my project together and then shopped it.
Yep.
So, to narrow down to my top 3 candidates and the people that I really believe in, and then we go from there. So therefore, it's like there's not they can't say they had their hand in A&R in a project before you get to the A&R stage, if that makes sense. Because that's what's happening. You're
Yeah.
getting hit twice. You know what I'm
Twice.
saying? Your manager is pretty much doing what the A&R is going to do.
And then the A&R is going to do what your
Manager's
manager's
doing. So you're paying 2 people to do the same thing. But if you don't know no better, you just get got. Off of an advance that you already lost 50% of.
Yeah.
Right off the top. So $100,000, 50%, well, we'll say 40% is gone.
Off
40
rip.
grand gone. So out of your 60 grand, you got 40% of that going to 2 different managers because you didn't know better.
Yeah.
Then your engineer or whoever, whatever back end situation you got going on, any type of gear or anything that you needed to get, man, bro, it's shrewd, but it's business. And a lot of people don't understand that, man.
No.
A lot of people don't understand it. So I always encourage to create your music first. Make sure it's mixed, mastered, radio ready. Then get your EPK together. Get the photo shoot going.
Oh, you
get
need first of all, if people don't know what an EPK is, it's like an electronic press kit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say most. Everyone.
I'm about to say all.
That's what you got to present. Your EPK is the most important thing of an artist
That's it.
because you could send that to the people don't want mass tagging on my inbox, bro. Off rip. I'm not even listening to your music if you send it to me in the inbox.
Yep.
Present it to me in an email with an EPK so I could click and hear and look and see your bio, read your bio, see the videos, look at your videos. That might take me to your YouTube page, And if you got everything in your EPK there, your SoundCloud, your YouTube, your Facebooks, wherever your music's at, your digital platforms, your
That's
Spotify's, and everything should be on there because you're promoting yourself to the labels.
Exactly. And you can't even submit without that, man.
No, they're gonna look at you and put you in spam.
That's it. Yeah, I don't care how much you paid. You could have paid
You're
the
going to
200, 300,
spam.
500. You just donated.
Oh, for yeah, you just gave somebody some free money.
Yeah.
You paid their rent for the year.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? They're nice condos, probably $250,000 a year. You just gave them $250,000, and your plays are moved up 3.
You know, it's interesting too, man. A lot of these younger artists, and they've admitted it, when they start realizing what really it takes to get in depth with this, man, they don't really want to do it for real.
No,
It's easy to
because
go
you're in debt
spend.
already. You're already in debt.
Yeah.
You getting a major, you're already in debt.
Mm-hmm. For
They're
sure.
giving you a loan. That loan is a loan.
Mm-hmm.
You are paying a loan back.
Right.
So off rip, I give you 250,000. I'm gonna get 250,000 plus because it's a loan. You got a percentage of that loan coming back to the
Mm-hmm.
record label plus the 250. Just like if you go to a bank
Right.
and they give you a 4% APR or 7% APR or even a credit card. They're giving you some funds,
Right.
but they're putting their interest on it. So you're in debt off rip.
Mm-hmm. Meaning you have to sell.
Oh, and then off rip on top of that, you get 250. Uncle Sam's coming to get some change.
Yeah.
And that could be 25 to 45%.
And that 250 is an advance off your royalties
Yes.
that you have not earned.
Nothing.
So if you sell 2 records,
Broke.
you owe 250,000
And
minus
some
the $12
change.
or whatever it is. Yeah.
You broke.
So, yeah, man. I always encourage, man, do your homework, man.
Yeah.
Learn the
Get
basics
your paperwork.
at least.
Get your paperwork right, man.
Learn the basics, man.
Get your paperwork right.
Yeah. But it all starts with product.
Yes.
You got to have a product that other people can believe in.
Yes.
Presentation.
Because everybody's going through something. It's what your music can relate to the next person and then their friends. So if you got something that's, sad or I don't know, man. If you got something that just attracts somebody's ear, it's gonna stick to them.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they're gonna play it with their friends. Their friends be like, "Who's this? Oh, this shit corny," until they hear it again. Oh man, I like that. It grew on me.
Mm-hmm.
What you think the radio label's doing? The radio station's doing?
The program directors.
Yeah, they get paid. They get their donations from the record labels, and they mass play a song that you don't like until you like it.
Yeah, until you hear it a million times. Right.
And then you go, make that ass over. You know what I'm saying? You hear that shit now. Now you got, but it is what it is. That's how they make their money. But what we saying is, get your paperwork right.
First.
Get your shit right.
Second.
And hustle the fuck out your music.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
You know, yeah. Get in the car, man.
Everybody gets rejected. I mean, you're not gonna get everybody to like what you're doing. That's not gonna happen.
I'm telling you, we
Your
spoke.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
Your biggest hater is the next nigga that don't want to see you succeed. So if you see that you're not moving nowhere with a bunch of players that say they got you, and you're not moving nowhere, they're actually hating on you.
Right.
So get focused on what you're doing, and you attack what you're doing, even if you got to work 10 times harder, which everybody do.
And you know what? We spoke on it, I want to say, in the first episode. But the big thing right now is, man, those units are those flash drives. Because you can make more money off a CD than you will off 10 streams.
Yep.
Even if you only took a $2 or $3 donation on 100 CDs. That's $200.
Okay, what a stream. If you're not making, let's see, 100,000 views, or not 100,000 views, 100,000 streams, you're not eating
At all.
You get, you get $2, you get your $5, you get your $8. But I mean, you just gotta push streams. So for each stream, you're getting a half a penny.
Right.
Won't you just take that single that you're trying to push and make 100 or 500 or 1,000, because there's companies that do them up mass production and have a 24-hour turnaround.
Yeah.
And you can make $1,000 off a single or a maxi if you just sell them for $1. So if you paid $300 for 1,000 CDs that already been copied, printed, all right, with the logo on top of your printing CDs because there's cars that still got CD players.
Yeah, about to say catch the wave
Because my old car, the Volkswagen, got a 6-disc changer in it.
Mm-hmm.
The front TV 6-disc changer.
Mm-hmm.
My new car, I don't even know if it got one, but anyways. But it do got USB ports,
Right.
and it got an auxiliary port, and it
Mm-hmm.
got the Bluetooth shit. So, if you got SoundCloud and you got a SoundCloud app, and you got your project on SoundCloud, make sure your name is right, just like everything else on your Facebook and your social medias.
And not only that though, if you listen, I ain't go. You heard it here again, but you've heard this before from me. Brand yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you brand yourself, you fill up a drive, right? I don't get a little 1 gigger, maybe 15, 20 songs. You can sell that drive for $20,
Man.
because it's not about the music; it's about you.
I'm gonna tell you something right here.
I've done it,
man. There's a hustler out here in Lorraine.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out CD Dre. And this motherfucker sell mass CDs, helps artists. Give CD Dre 100 CDs that's wrapped and done perfect. I bet you any money he'll get rid of them 100 CDs in less than 24-hour turnaround.
He will.
Flash drives, that nigga bangs them all fucking day. And he got cable TV.
Right.
Legendary hustler. And I think he getting that award from the one
the
thing.
gurus.
Shout out to CD Dre. He's straight hustler, bro. That's the number one dude that'll help you out a lot too. That's like, he don't get no credit though. There's a lot of people that don't get credit, but that's just how you is when you living in a small city.
That's the problem. You can't rub elbows with your clientele because everybody's looking for a reason to hate anyway. You know what I'm saying? And then you give it to them, and then you can never live it down.
That's why I'd rather just be friends than I've given it to you, bro.
Well, man, over the years we've carved our own niche.
Yeah.
And that's the best way to be solid anyway. You're not gonna make money going to somebody else's show paying $100 to perform. It's not gonna happen. You're not making money that way. You're not making fans enough at one show to where you can turn around and sell, $1,000 worth of music or gain 1,000 streams off of one performance.
But it starts at the bottom.
Oh no question. What I was getting to though was if you create your own venue, you're creating you're making the revenue because you're getting the door money.
Yeah.
You're getting the venue money. You know what I'm saying?
So what we talking about, as an artist or a promoter?
As an artist.
Okay. As an artist, if you do that, you got to make sure that you get people.
Oh, well, you got to fill it up.
So if you don't got no fans,
oh yeah,
you're not getting crap.
So it all comes back to
you just basically wasting money to have your family and friends come chill with you in a bar.
But you know what else?
Or a club.
Because people too prideful though, man. Because listen, I'm the type of person, man. I want the best in each lane to come together with me and we do something.
See, there's some like that, but at the end it don't work because there's too many sideshow bobs that
big eyes and little U's
that instead of like, hey, I could do this, you know what I'm saying? And shit, you get paid too. Everybody get paid if they do their part and not hate. And if everybody came together and did something that was legendary.
And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's some exceptions, but when I'm creating a project or something, man, I want a producer to produce for me. Yeah. I want an engineer to engineer for me.
But you gotta get all that out the way though, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta find the ones.
You definitely do. But that's what I'm saying. I don't mind breaking bread with that though. Like some people want to produce, make the flyer, engineer, sing and rap, feature on your stuff. and
if I make a beat, then I'm gonna make the beat. We're gonna get to it, and then you like it. You need anything else in it? Then we'll record it. But I can't do all that, bro. I do too much already, and I get tired. I'm already tired, and I got a job.
But I got
a job. Nigga, I work a 9 to 5. Then I work a 9 to 5. Then I work a 9 to 5. Bro, I got like 10 jobs.
Yeah. You know how many I ain't gonna say enemies. You know how many people I've offended over the years, just because it's like, bro, if you make beats, I want to support you and I cop some of your beats. I don't need you to engineer the session and record me.
No.
I can go find an engineer. You know what I'm saying? We've been rocking. I can go find a DJ. I don't need you to try to. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like everybody wants to do it all, man, and you're not getting the best. You're not getting the overall best, man. You're getting the best of a person.
A person.
Maybe.
So,
So I don't know. Like I said, man, I just maybe I don't know. Maybe I think that's why I kind of stepped back over the years. You know what I'm saying? I just pretty much more focused on myself.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Um, yeah, I feel you about that, man, because that's how I've been. I've been like, more about the brand, about what I'm doing. And in order for me to do that, I had to let something, I had to put something on pause. You feel me?
Right.
Because without having something on pause, I would have been going crazy.
Facts.
So you gotta see where you at, time wise, because there's not enough time in a day for you to do 21 jobs. You know what I'm saying? You only could do what you're great at.
Right.
Like me, I could do certain things, but I like to focus on one thing.
Got a little hum.
Yeah, no, humming.
But no, I feel you. I feel you on that. Greatness is always what you strive for. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, it's just I don't know. It's not hard. The formula is not hard, and that's the thing too. You can't come in and recreate the formula. The formula's already been given to us. The blueprint's been given.
Yeah.
You just got to add yourself to it.
Yep.
Utilize it the best way you can for you. Over the years we've done that.
Yeah.
Man, go from Cypha to Cypha Studios, Cypha Podcast.
No. Cypha Inc.
Uh-huh.
Then Cypha Inc. Cypha Studios. Now it's the Cypha Podcast. But we had to evolve over the years anyways because we couldn't stay the same.
Yeah, no.
Back then we had different art. Bro, we had... People thought we was a fucking label, a major label at one time because we had everything on fucking lock.
Mm-hmm.
Every show we did, it was out of the park. Wherever we went around Ohio, what was it? We went Ashtabula, Norwalk, Dayton,
Dusty, Point Clinton.
I mean,
Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, Youngstown.
And people thought we was fucking...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
10 cars deep pulling up. You know what I'm saying?
Big ass white van. We had Boo Boy. We had Swinn. We had Gutter. You know what I'm saying? CD Dre on the pictures and the promoter. We had,
Flame Gang.
Bro. We had a lot of heads up there, man. We had a lot. AD was making some dope ass beats.
Was around back then.
Had some dope ass music.
Bugsy, yeah.
Man, Fresh,
yeah.
Wow. J News.
Yep, J News.
Tay Baby.
Yeah.
We had shit on lock, bro. I can tell you off that we had fun as fuck. I ain't never. Ooh, that was nice. Bro, we watching over here. We got the game going on the TV. So when you hear me say, "Ooh, that was nice,"
yeah,
we watching the game. That's what I'm saying. The video right now, we just having trouble with the video, but we will get that on. ASAP. We just waiting on a couple little things that, that didn't work out like I thought it was. So back to that. We got the audio though. You could catch it on YouTube. We got it all day there. Next week we will be on fucking a streaming platform where you can see us and ask us questions. And pretty soon I'm waiting on the little box so you can make calls. You could call in and holler at me and Swinn or whoever else is in the building at the time that we're talking to, or just having a fine conversation of different things in life. Or music.
Shout out
sports.
to DC too, man.
Oh yeah, that's
a big friend of ours.
The number one hottest indie radio station in the county. Ain't nobody fucking with DC and Company Radio. Go download the app. You can catch all their live music 24/7.
Yeah.
Live music, interviews, requesting. Send your music to DC and Company Radio at Yahoo. I think that's what it is.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, submit your music, bro. Don't be scared. That's a radio station that supports all indie, local, wherever you from. It don't matter where you from. He supports, and he got tons of listeners.
Yep.
Every day on his station.
And he's looking for the music. He's always looking for
Always
new talent,
looking always looking for the new talent, and pushes the fuck out of them. Salute to DC and Company. Oh shit, man! You already know what it is. And
That's
shit,
it.
we're about to wind down the podcast.
Yeah, another successful
Episode.
night.
You already know what it is, Swinn. We on a 1-2 punch. If we ain't recording and doing the stuff, we over here spitting some games to the up and coming artists.
And be on the lookout. So we got some new music coming
Oh,
soon.
yeah. New
Definitely.
albums.
You know what I'm saying? Bigger
And-
platform, bigger records.
And the Cypha studio album, Back to the Basics.
Man,
So that's
yeah.
and we
I'm looking forward to that one.
First single is out right now. Shout out to Lil Eli, 216. Check it out, man. It's on all digital and CDs, flash drives. You know what I'm saying? Check it out on the Cypha Studios, Spotify and all that. Search for it.
That's it.
Tell them. That's the track. Tell them. We
That's
telling
it.
them. Lil Eli. Cypha Studios. I'm Screech Dinero.
I'm Jay Swinn, man.
And we'll holler at you on the next one.
Yes, sir.